It looks like I need to call out the NCAA again. And I mean business when I am putting sunglasses on. I would have thought they would have learned by now on how to treat athletes that are questioning with eligibility and taking forever and a day here. After all, Baylor receiver Ashton Hawkins, he was deemed clear to play initially, and they took it away right after spring football and NFL draft and combine and individual workouts last year. And it took a long time for a decision to be made, and then he was deemed cleared to play. They are doing another injustice to a Baylor football player. The player is Hosea Wheeler from Indiana. You could look up his height and weight and all that, but I will just say this right now. If he was eligible to play, he could be a starter. That's how good it was. And he even played in a national title game. Baylor signed him back in the winter. And potential catch-22 is he going to be cleared to play or not? And his case should have been heard on February 10th. As you can tell by the date, it's beyond that. He participated all of spring football. The NFL draft is over in terms of the normal draft. And the individual workouts. The free agent signing it for undrafted rookies. It's over. Come on, NCAA. You're doing another disgrace right here. It's not fair for Hosea Wheeler himself, his family, his friends, his teammates, and the coaches. The coaches are kind of in limbo too in all this because remember, he's practicing with the team. They just don't know how many reps he's going to really take, or they should give him, because there's uncertainty there. Seriously, the younger you of the NCAA would be ashamed of you. But by the way, you're doing this eligibility stuff for the last 2 years, and this would never happen to any school in the SEC or Big Ten. Let's just be honest. I'm sorry. I'm calling it the way it is. And you're literally doing the exact opposite of the song Best of Both Worlds from Hannah Montana, a.k.a. Miley Cyrus. What are we doing here, NCAA? You're dragging your feet once again. The sooner the decision, the better. I know there's a NFL supplemental draft, but the thing is, if he could play college football, tell him. And this waiver stuff is just ridiculous anyway, and how long it takes, and the waivers in general. This is why you really need to expedite the process on 5 for 5 for every player eventually. And I get Hosea Wheeler, even if he gets clear to play, he's not going to technically count for the 5 for 5 because he would already pass that 5 for 5. But you guys get the point, because this way the waiver stuff will not be any more issues in terms of how long it's going to take. Hey, you got 5 years to play in five seasons? Go ahead. Unless you're good enough to be in the NFL by like year 3 or year 4. But that's totally different. So you guys get the point. And granted, I know that Yakuri Walker is also kind of dealing with the eligibility thing too, from what the coaches said in like spring practices as well. And maybe Cooper Lovelace from Baylor football is kind of dealing with the same thing. He signed with Baylor during the spring, and he's trying to get a waiver. He didn't even play at Colorado last year. I think he should be okay, but still, there still needs to be like a waiver thing for him. So you guys get the point. This is just ridiculous. And I literally saw a UCLA player get cleared today for eligibility, yet they're still dragging their feet on a case that should have been done before spring football and NFL draft here. I'm seriously calling you out, NCAA. And this won't be the last time you hear me about this. I've already got posts set up to call you out. And if the decision's still not made by mid-June, I might do video call-outs to you on social media. Just like I did with the Ashton Hawkins thing. And you should not have done this 2 years in a row. I thought you would have learned not to mess with somebody or a university when a fan literally defeated you a year ago on the Ashton Hawkins mess. So that's all I got to say about this. Just bringing the attention up on the Hosea Wheeler situation. It's ridiculous on how long it's going to take. And hopefully it's done sooner rather than later, so it's a big relief to him and everybody involved. And if it's right after the NFL supplemental draft and you say, hey, he's not cleared, that's not fair either. I'm sorry, because that would mean he would have to wait till next NFL draft. So if you're going to make the decision right after an NFL supplemental draft, say he's cleared. That's all I got to say. Do the right thing. Don't drag your feet anymore on this decision on whether he's cleared or not. Because it impacts a lot of people and a university.